I'm not yelling at nobody, bro. I'm not even that type of motherfucker for real. But like, damn, bro, like maneuver. What's good?
Hey, what's going on?
What's the word? What's the? Oh no, wait. I'm not
Listen,
lit.
listen. I got an update for you. I'm being serious. I'm not trolling. Like, cause I got myself out of character. Literally, like, I found myself like, mind you, I'm a tourist, right? So we are a crash house, but I'm very calm and collective. So, but in relationships, like the previous girl, I do have kind of like borderline personality. So I'm aware of my crash out. Like I'm aware of my symptoms and stuff like that. Long story short, I just blocked old girl. We blocked each other. I told you about the connection and everything. You was like, focus on yourself and stuff like that, which I was, but I felt like she was she's a Libra. I'm a Taurus. Never again. Never gonna work because we're very grounded. We very nonchalant. She's very like sweet and like hypersensitive. So she don't like my personality. Come to find out, I'm too nonchalant. I'm too like emotionally disconnected from her. Everything I did was a problem. Like everything I did, like I could buy her flowers. I was buying her gifts. I spent like 200 something dollars on her. She was like, "Oh, that's nothing. It's not enough." It was pissing me off. Like I'm spending my money. Like I don't even do this for any regular person unless they're special. She like you throwing it in my face. It's not every week. She's complained about something. She criticized. So I got to a point to where I start crashing out. I mean, I'm talking about disrespectful. I never called her like the B word and nothing like that, but I went off on her. She was like, "You're disrespectful. Like you made me crash out. You triggered me." So now she talk about I'm crashing out today. She's gonna get a restraining order. I never threatened her physically. I never
What did
seen
I
her.
what did I tell you to do the past 3 times when it pertains to her, man?
I was getting therapy. I was getting,
I
but
told you,
then
I told you that you needed to work on yourself first, man, before you decided to go date anybody. Because whatever you got going on privately is gonna be seen by whoever you deal with, right? So, like you said, you're nonchalant. You have all the personality disorder. If you're dating the wrong person, it's gonna be seen. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I've been told. I told you this. Like the past 2 or 3 times. What's happening
the
now, though,
thing
Nick,
is,
is
I did listen in the
look.
beginning.
It's playing out now. It's playing out. That's all that's happening. I told you what was gonna happen, right? And now it's playing
Yeah.
out for you. My advice to you will be when it pertains to her, leave that woman alone completely. Don't
Oh
talk to
yeah,
her.
we officially done. I'm blocked.
Yeah,
She's
before,
blocked.
because I don't want her calling no types of, cops. I need you to stay as
Yeah.
far away from her. No talking, no nothing, and you move on with your life. You see what I'm saying? Very
But am
simple.
I wrong for this part? I just need your advice on this part specifically. The way the connection started was all wrong. She still had her ex in contact with her ex, going back and forth to their house. And I'm already insecure. She justified it and basically was like, "Oh, it's nothing going on. You still attached to that girl." So I crashed out on her. I'm possessive. I don't believe you should be in contact with your ex. None of that.
Man, people know who to play with, man.
She manipulated me. And then I told her I want to be friends. I don't want to pursue this. She pursued me, and then lied to say I pursued her. She was flirting with me, railing me in, saying all little cute stuff, like manipulated me. Now that when I crash out, I'm psychotic and stuff. Like she sound crazy. No, you manipulated me for months. So what it was,
Hey
like,
man, listen. I'm not gonna blame you for reacting how you reacted. I'm just saying, like I'm telling you, you gotta handle you first, right?
yeah, I took my
That's all.
accountability because I
That's all I'm
stayed. Like,
saying.
I feel like I take my accountability because I stayed. I could have left during that time. Like I feel like I should have just dipped, but I stuck around, and because I'm vulnerable and I already let her manipulate me, so I feel like I should have left a long time ago.
But
Now I'm looking crazy. I'm looking like a crash out.
but we're good now though, because you're never speaking to her again, right?
I'm fine now. Now I'm just trying to get myself back in order. Like
You'll
I'm
be
out of
alright.
character. Like
It's gonna take some time. You'll be alright.
I'm staying away from everybody. Like I'm telling you right now, I don't even want to deal with females no more at this point. I'm thinking
Respectful,
about converting.
huh?
I'm thinking about converting. I'm tired of females.
Oh, type shit, type. Hey, listen. Take it easy, all right? Take it easy. Don't worry about no niggas. Don't worry about the woman. All right? Just take it easy, man.
I appreciate your advice.
All right,
Thank
Nick.
you again. All right.
Nick. Hey, man. Let's see. She thinks they're better. She got something coming with niggas, man. She got something coming with niggas. What's the word?
Hey, this isn't really like my situation. It's like more of my friends, and he's a guy. But like, So basically, like, what happened was that, like, we went to a club, like, in December, and this really, really pretty girl went up to him, right?
Wait,
And
how old is he?
he's 21.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we were at a club, and basically, like, this really pretty girl came up to him and asked for his, like, number, right? And he said yes, of course. And they ended up going, like, on a date, like, shortly after. And he was really hyped up about it because, like, it really boosted his ego, right? And it's been like a month after, and we haven't really talked about it, but I recently, like, met up with him and we were talking. And I was like, hey, like, how's it going with that girl? And basically, he ended up telling me that, like, after they went on that date, they've never gone out, like, again and stuff. He basically said that, like, she's busy, like, he is busy. So, like, they haven't been able to schedule, like, a second date. And I was kind of like, oh, like, I wasn't really sure what to tell him because I feel like he's getting played, but I feel like it wasn't, like, in my place to tell him anything about that girl. So I was just kind of like, okay, bet. So that's the situation.
Did he come to you and ask and willingly give you any information as to what was going on with that girl to begin with?
Yeah, he did. Like, I was just
You're,
like,
you're, you're telling me that you went up to him and asked him a month later what's going on with him. So
yeah,
I'm
because,
assuming
like, he
you're the
was
one
really
that.
hyped about it. So, like, we're just kind of like
Okay, but
talking.
he didn't go to you and tell you, yo, man, Mila, like so on and so forth was going on. You asked him what was going on, right?
Yeah, because we were talking about our situations. He also asked me about, like, because I was also dating at that time. So he was like, "Bet, like, what's going on and stuff."
He didn't ask you for any help. He didn't ask you for no help or no advice. So what are we talking about? Ourselves here was something that we weren't told about. Guys,
That is true.
when we asked about it, what we do? We mind our business. Real
That
simple.
is true. I
Real.
was just like wondering if I should have told him anything because I was like,
No,
okay,
there's nothing
like,
you can tell him. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say there was a problem. He just said that they didn't see
no,
each other because he's busy and she's busy. Very simple. That's all
yeah,
you kept saying. All right.
yeah, I get that.
All right, man. Appreciate you hopping on, man.
Thank you. Bye.
What's good? What's good? What's good, man? What's the word? Let's see. What's the word? Yo. Yo. Hello?
Oh my God. Ow. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I went to go check my mail because you took forever. But anyways, hi. Anyways, okay, so boom, right? Let me just jump into it. I was in a relationship. I think you remember, you probably don't because you talked to a lot of airheads. So it was plenty of us to whatever. But anywho, so boom, right? I'm in a situation.
Crazy.
Whatever, I don't care, like it happens. I don't care. So boom,
Yeah.
right, I was in a relationship with this guy, toxic. Oh, by the way, I'm an artist, I deal with other creatives, so just whatever. So
Okay.
basically my ex, super toxic. I had this guy though that, like, he was pushing on me, like we end up kind of, like, my ex was paying my rent, so I wasn't about to just cut him off. So, like, I would fuck with him and he would, like, I would kind of, like, like, come over, like, but you gotta sneak. Like, it was a lot of sneaking around. And I think, like,
You're going too fast. What?
I'm going too fast.
Your ex? Wait. Could start from
I
the.
can't, I'm not gonna, okay, so
Yeah, and I want you
basically,
to assume that we
you
have
want
no
me to
idea.
go in details?
Yeah,
Okay,
assume
fine.
that we have no idea what you're
In a
talking about.
relationship with a guy in a relationship with a guy. We break up, but like we're not fully broken up because of the fact that like he is paying my rent. I was like a stay-at-home girlfriend at the time. Like my label was being weird. So like
your standards could be bought, basically.
no, I was a stay-at-home girlfriend at the time,
But
meaning like
y'all were broken up.
it just was.
You were still talking to him, so your standards could be bought. You're saying that you continue.
No, this was in the past.
Okay.
KB, follow. This was in the past. I'm giving you. You understand? Thank you. Yes. So basically, I was a stay-at-home girlfriend 2 years ago because I was like, my label was being weird. I just kind of like consumed myself with my relationship, whatever. So I was doing stuff. I'm a designer too, but it's just like he was paying my rent. That's what I'm getting at. So I wasn't just gonna cut him off. Like that's dumb. And if you give women advice to not do that, that's very stupid. Very, very stupid. Don't do that. So boom, paying my rent. I'm like, okay, I'm still dealing with him, but I'm slowly like getting myself to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to deal with him anymore because I don't like this relationship, you know? So I started dealing with someone else to like get my mind off of it because I was madly in love with him, my ex. So it wasn't like something I could just do, like the way I was trying to at least. Met a guy, really liked him. Honestly, it's his clone. They look alike. It's crazy, whatever. So boom, I was like dealing with him, but then he told me his ex-girlfriend was living with him. So automatically, even though I liked him, I already had my guard up because I'm like, yeah, you got too much baggage. Plus, I know that it's not healthy to just go from relationship to relationship. Like, I'm trying to evolve. So I placed him as my best friend and we would do things here and there, but I was kind of like dismissive to him, I guess. And like, we would go on dates. And if my ex called me, of course, I'm going to go answer. Like, what are you crazy? That's the love of my life just called me. So basically, I like kind of peeped it and felt like, oh, you're like being away. But of course, I moved this way because he already had a situation. Like, even though he said him and his ex were not together, y'all lived together. Prioritize the person that's funding my life. You know what I mean? New nigga did not pay rent. So of course I can't, that's dumb. Like, yeah, I like you, but I don't know if I like you for real or you're just the one that's like treating me well because you're just new, you know what I mean? I still loved who I loved at the end of the day, but he was a cool guy and I respected him. And I told him, yo, let's to even keep track. Like, I don't care. So recently though, I'm healed. I'm like, oh, I mean, you know, let me see let me see what he was talking about. Like, I like you. And so, mind you, I felt really bad because now that I'm more like,
hold on. By healed, you mean that you and the ex that was paying your bills. You don't speak to him anymore. Is that what you're saying?
no. Yeah, no, I stopped talking to him because by the way, we were together for 3 years. The quotation is crazy. If they got it, they can do that. That's number one. Okay. 2, with the new guy, I'm like, I have the opportunity to be with someone that can do it. I'm gonna do it. It was convenient. And obviously I liked it. Like, if I want to have my own money and someone else is gonna pay my rent, I'm gonna have them do it. You understand? So that's what that was about. Basically, that I just kind of just got my shit together too, to be fair, like as a woman, whatever. And so fast forward now, I'm like, you know, independent, strong black woman. Like, you know, my energy is just different because I'm not necessarily relying on someone to take care of me, but I also do have guys that just send bread, like whatever. So I guess I'm moving a little bit more like intentional. And I felt bad that, you know, treated him a certain way. So this go around, like, he hit me up. We were talking. He was like, look, I don't want to judge you based off of how you treated me years ago. I feel like, you know, that's childish. Like, I'm 24. He's like 27 or whatever. And so he was just like, you know, let's just start clean slate. I'm like, okay, perfect. Like, you're not mad that I left you on multiple dates for another nigga? Cool. Because at the end of the day, you had a girl you were living with. So I didn't feel obligated to be that nice to you. Whatever. He said he moved on from it. Doesn't hate me anymore. But every time we hang out, he brings it up. Like, oh, you were just so mean. Like, you dead ass left me on dates. Like, that was crazy to me. You had me sneaking around. That's crazy. Like, I feel like you a cheater. I don't trust you. I'm like, okay, what do you want? What do you want me to do? Whatever. I started liking him. We ended up hunching, which I don't even do that, and he knows that. Mind you, like I said, this guy.
Hey.
What? I know I fucked up.
Go ahead. I'm gonna break it because I see a lot of issues mentality.
Okay.
I'm gonna break it down.
I know, and to be fair, the reason why I never took him seriously these 2 years he's been chasing me is because I know I was mean to him.
He never took you seriously, honey bunch.
But hold on, wait. Okay, whatever. Okay, let me land. So then, boom. He's like, always on my body, da-da-da. Even on my birthday, like, we hung out. Like, we would hang out all the time. Nothing, like, it's not like we were hunching then. We were literally just friends. And he would be there to me. He would listen, to my crash outs about my ex and, like, be that shoulder to cry on. So I never took him seriously.
Stop real quick, Addie. Could y'all imagine being the guy in this situation with all the shit that she's saying? All the information she's revealing. All the information that she's revealing about her ex, her having.
Oh my God, I'm rude.
Could y'all just imagine being a guy in that situation? How would you look at her?
Whatever. So boom. But you gotta understand, I was younger and I was in love with him, so I wasn't gonna just leave my ex, whatever. So then the new guy, I was like, okay, I realized that I wasn't the nicest to him. I just couldn't be nice to a man because let me think about it, right? He said his girl lived with him. So automatically I'm like, yeah, you're weird. You're probably on BS. You're probably lying. She's probably hurt in the crib. Like, we can be cool, but I'm not about to entertain you. Like, whatever, but we can be friends, which he was my friend. So him chasing me these past couple years or whatever, I just never took him seriously because he was there for me. And I felt like he saw me in my most vulnerable, that I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this because I just feel like, I also just was like, I can't hide my hands with him. Like, he just knows too much that I was like, yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. Because even though I have changed, I know men don't ever see you evolve for real. Like, they just assume you're that girl from 5 years ago, whatever.
You evolving if you're still talking to the same person that you were doing all that extra shit with back in, are you really evolving?
What's the extra shit?
The speaking to him, pulling up on him, fake talking to him, fake being his quote unquote friend. While going back to your ex at home and all that.
No. My ex wasn't living with me.
I'm saying you're going, but you're still speaking to your ex while you were talking to him, though.
Fact, but that was, honestly, right, it probably.
So are you evolving?
3 weeks. Are you evolving? Let me land.
I'm talking, bro. Can you stop talking while I'm talking?
Fine.
Like, what the fuck? What am I mother? You really finna get me tight, though, bro? Come on, bro. Like,
sorry.
So I'm saying, are you really evolving if you're still speaking to the same people that you were doing the fuck shit with years ago?
I feel like I have, because of the fact that I didn't even want to talk to him now, but I just was like, okay, I understand that we are grown, so I don't want to use the old you to justify who you are now. Like, and honestly, like I said, I wouldn't even say that I'm taking this man seriously. This is not the point of this conversation. I really have a real question, right? I feel like, so boom, we end up hunching, and I was like, let me see if I can be casual with someone. I'd rather have, fornicate with someone that I kind of have feelings for than a stranger, because I just don't think I'm ready for a relationship. To be fair, I don't think I should fornicate regardless, but it's just something that I was like, I've always wanted to do it. He just strike it. It was good. It was great. He's top 10. I was like, wow, my mind is blown. So I was like, oh man, I think I kind of like this kid. And then I feel like, I guess because I'm nicer to him now, like, I don't know if I was just so mean to him before, but like, he almost gets mad because he's like, oh, you weren't doing this before. Why are you doing this now? Like, just simple stuff, like asking if he's eating, like, oh, are you hungry? Like, oh, like, I don't know. I just don't understand. But he just, every time I'm nice to him, he takes it the wrong way. And then he, like, recently, what happened? Like, it was a snowstorm in Atlanta, right? And I was like, yo, like, be safe or whatever. And his response was very like, yeah, I'm gonna be safe, like, da-da-da. But he didn't say it back to me, so I stopped.
It's not that he thinks that she's love bombing. He's really like, I would be lost if I were him to think that a girl could be this goddamn delusional, to believe that she could come back to me after seeing all that, give me all this extra shit and be nice now after her and her old nigga not together.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
It's like, is she out of her right? Like, I would be, if I were him.
Okay, why are you?
I mean,
but as a man, why are you so
one thing I can say about niggas, and I ain't gonna lie, one thing I can always say about niggas will always be opportunists. So if somebody's foolish enough to engage in behavior like that, absolutely niggas gonna be goddamn lost. You'll be lost, but he's still gonna take the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? If
Okay, so
she's
you
willing to do all that extra
revenge.
shit, knowing all that he knows, knowing all that she knows about the situation, willing to do all that extra shit, he's gonna take the opportunity. But is he gonna take her seriously? No, because she's
Never,
there.
but I
So
never
niggas,
asked him to
niggas
take me
obviously,
serious.
niggas
Let me
always
land.
in
I
love.
told him now. I was like, yo, let's be friends with Ben. After we hunched, right? He's like, yo, are you gonna text me tomorrow? Like, you know how you be? I was like, yeah, sure, like whatever. Like, I'm not really like cool. We can communicate. After a week later, I have to lock in. I have things to do. I text him. I say, yo, I'm about to be busy for the next 2 weeks, but you know, I'm gonna hit you after. He called me talking about, you're so fucked up. You're so fucked up for that. Like, this is shit I be talking about. Like, wow, that's cool. I was like, all right, I'm sorry. It's just that because I hunched him, I know that I cannot have casual because I start to like romanticize. It's just, I'm losing my marbles. So I'm like, let me take a step back, doing what is responsible to focus on my life. I communicated that with him. He did not like that. I said, okay, dang, what am I supposed to do now? So I communicate with him. And I was like, honestly, talking to you every day builds a false sense of connection. And I don't think it's necessary because we both know we cannot be together because it's just too many things that it just sounds like
But you fucking him though, right? That's cool. You can fuck him.
I mean,
because your logic is you rather fornicate with somebody that you know than that motherfucker that you know. According to
I liked him though, but I don't want to be in a relationship. I think two can be true. Like, it's just like, I know that I don't want to date you, but we can do this.
well,
But
who
it's
said that he wanted to date you? He just asked why.
but then why is he tripping about, why does he want to talk all day? I don't want to talk all day.
Oh, good God! Is this Addy? Is this real or are you trolling me?
I'm being serious, bruh.
This is actually the mentality.
Oh my!
Or are you trolling me?
Why is it not possible that I know that okay, I like you, but I know that we probably went
That was
chemistry
never
and
gonna.
compatibility
The
don't matter.
The being together shit was never gonna happen. Get that shit out of the picture.
Exactly. Never thought it would.
Okay, so what are you talking about? Him wanting to be because he wants to talk? That's what I'm saying. Like,
it builds a false sense of connection. Why do we have to talk if we're just friends with benefits?
What's gonna build the connection more? You doing stuff with him, like you said, fornicating, or you just simply talking to him?
Bro, I just wanted to fornicate for real. I did not want to talk to him. Like, why can't I just do that? Like, why can't he just vibe? But no, it's like, oh, you want to, like, what it is to me, and I just want to get clarification. I feel like he wants me to get to that point where I want to be in a relationship with him, and he's gonna be like, yeah, psych, bitch. Remember the relationship you did?
You came back to him.
I didn't come back to him. Are you crazy?
Bro,
Sorry.
You're the one that after everything happened, you said, fuck it, I might as well give this individual a chance, correct?
Yes.
That was the mentality, right? Because you said
I always liked him, but I was just like, now your girl don't live with you no more. Like, okay, cool, we can run that. But like, we've always just said, I just always been like, yeah, let's just be friends with benefits. Because I don't even want to date guys in this scene anymore. It's just, they're all kind of the same font, but he's a good person. I'm be honest. I like him as a person. That's the problem. And I was like, yeah, we always had chemistry, but that doesn't mean we're compatible. There's a lot of other things that I don't necessarily like about him. So it's like, I don't think we should date, but I think we can be friends with benefits. But the thing is, he wants relationship stuff, meaning like me caring about if you've eaten, that's just the bare minimum. Like, okay, did I have you starving?
He's getting enough relationship stuff with the coochie that you're giving him for free.
I gave him coochie. He helped me set up my business. So it's not for free.
He's getting, trust me, look, if we're going with your mentality, he's getting enough with the coochie that you're giving him for free. All right.
Okay.
You don't got him being confused as to why you're asking him if he ate or not. That's just him being confused because like even I'm a little bit lost.
No, he wasn't confused. He was just kind of like, "Why are you being so nice to me?"
Because that's
this was before we hunched. This was before we hunched. I was just being nice in general. Obviously, if I'm giving you one cookie, I'm going to take things away. Duh, I'm not an idiot. So obviously, when we hunched, and it wasn't several times, it was a couple times, but then I just told him like I'm gonna be busy, and it became a problem. But it's like he's like, oh, you must be talking to other people. But dude, I know between me and you have not moved on from the little things that I did to you back then. So I don't understand why we can't just keep this casual.
You didn't really do anything to him back then either because you already explained that you had a man's gang. You were just talking to him. You already explained that from the very, very beginning. You didn't do anything to him, honey bunch. He's just playing his cards right now, over exaggerating what you quote unquote did, so that's for him to get some coochie. Do y'all not understand?
Does he feel bad? I didn't give him coochie because I felt bad.
It's not about. He's over exaggerating. At the end of the day, from the very beginning, in the first situation, you told him what it was. You had a boyfriend. You were just venting to him. Okay, he played the long game. That's it. And that's all. That's all. He played the long game and eventually got what he wanted anyways. So I don't know why you're complicating this into something that it's not, but it's not what you think it is.
My thing is, I still want to be his friend, but it's like we can never just be friends.
You need to be your friend. You need to be your friend first, because the way you're moving is giving you hate. You don't like yourself.
How?
You need to be your friend first. You're putting yourself in fucked up situations thinking that you're going to come out victorious, and it's just not going to happen. So how about the first step is you like yourself first. We build that self-connection first instead of trying to build connections with other people.
But this is like, okay, seriously, if I'm just like at that point where it's like I don't want to be in a relationship, I just want
to do with you being in a relationship. Has nothing to do with any of that. You do not know how to be alone, which is why
I was alone for 2 years. How?
Were you alone? How were you alone for 2 years? And like you said, you've been friends with him the entire time. The same person that you.
No. We weren't always friends. He would leave. Like he would be like, all right, I don't want to be your bestie. I don't want to whatever that you call that. I'll be like, all right, cool. Like.
So you weren't alone. So you weren't quote unquote alone on your terms. You were alone because he would leave and get tired of you.
We were friends. We weren't even like we were. And then he would be like, oh, he would like give me relationship vibes, and I'll be like, no, honestly, I'm not on that right now. Like we could just like we would cool, and then we would just fizzle out, stop talking, and that would be cool. Like I didn't even I can't tell you why we stopped talking several times because I just did not care about him. I was like healing, so he was just another nigga in my phone.
You were healing while you had another nigga in your phone.
What I cannot control. Okay, this is crazy.
You know what healing is as a woman?
What is healing?
Fuck all that. Let me not even say as a woman. Do you know what actual healing is? You can't heal while you're entertaining on the phone.
I wasn't entertained. I literally just told you. I told him, yo, I'm not on that. Like we can be friends and just talk, but it's not.
And now we're here today. So did you ever really heal? Like you know what I'm saying? Like. Now we're here today having this conversation. So all that I'm healing.
My whole question.
No healing at all.
I feel like I've healed because honestly, all it is I'm aware of what I want. I don't want to date him. I want to be friends with benefits, but he wants to act like we're together. And I don't.
Is anybody in this live surprised that that's his expectation from her, of all people? Is anybody in this live right now? I'm going to be very honest. Is anybody in this live surprised that is his expectation from her? Anybody? Based on everything that we heard this young lady say.
I just don't understand.
Surprised even the slightest. That's what he expects from her.
He expects me to act like we're in a relationship, and that, dude, I could call him up like, hey, I'm horny, can you come over? And then he could leave. Hey, I'm horny.
That's what you want?
Literally. Because I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I cannot focus when I entertain someone. Like,
what about the whole part? But you're saying in the same breath, you're saying that you're healed, but you're doing that.
Why can't? Is it?
You feel like
we're grown. Not everybody wants to be in a relationship. When you have other priorities,
but you want to do that. You want to be able to call him and tell him to come over, and then he'll leave. Like you're saying that you're healed, but that's what you're.
You can't have casual when. So what is?
God, that's y'all see what her problem is. The moral code in her head is just gone. Like the reason why she can't understand what the fuck is going on or where she's going wrong is because she doesn't actually think she's maneuvering the wrong way. Like whoever the fuck you associated with growing up, they got your head all the way.
This is so annoying because I've always, like I said, I will be honest.
This shit is normal.
I don't think it's normal. Like I said, this was my first time trying to have casual because I honestly folded. Can I be honest? I folded.
Look.
He swindled me the first time, and then I liked it, and then I was like, I gotta hit it again and again and again. That's what happened. Damn.
Maneuvering worse than the niggas y'all fear.
Bro, what? How?
She's maneuvering worse than the niggas y'all fear.
Bro, what?
Y'all hear this shit?
How am I no, dead ass? Is it not? If I know I'm not ready to be in a relationship, but I still want to have fun, I don't want to be in a relationship.
What are you asking me? Go have fun then. What's
the thing is, what I'm saying is he doesn't. It's like he gets upset when I'm like, hey, I need a break. I'm gonna lock in, and it just makes the dynamic like not fun anymore.
He doesn't want to get in any lock. If he wanted to lock in with you, would have locked in with you a long time. Like you said, he swindled you, right? And then you ended up locking in. So if he wanted to lock in with you, that would have been a thing. That's not the case.
Then why do we have to talk all, like, why can't you be cool?
Y'all don't have to talk all day. You're saying that, not him.
He literally will get upset with me and be like, yo, that's so weird. That's so lame. Like, come on now. Da, da, da. And I'm like, dude, you're confusing me. Like, why are you acting like.
You're confusing yourself, bro. You're confusing yourself.
Why is he playing the long game if he already hit? Like, I'm so.
There is no long game being played. He already got with it, bro. There's no long game being played. But I'm gonna tell you this, Addie. The best advice I could genuinely give you. Right. I want you to really sit now, because at the end of the day, I'm not into this you know, niggas. I mean, I'll be a hypocrite if I would say I ain't been in a position to where I was moving like I was dumb, right? So what I'm gonna say to you is, Addie, you said you're 24.
Yes, I am.
It comes a point in time where you have to stop acting like you're 18. Okay, you got to stop thinking like you're 18. The way you're thinking, the way you're maneuvering, it gives 2017, not 2025. So what I want you to do is take that step back, look yourself in the mirror, evaluate all your. Because at the end of the day, people, niggas, everybody, like I said, niggas is opportunists. Everybody gonna do what the hell they want to do. They're gonna take advantage of whoever they can take advantage of, right? So I want you to take a look in the mirror and say, bro, you know what? Evaluate everything that you've done, your thought process and everything, and realize that this doesn't sound all too right, and maneuver from it. The only real way you would ever grow as a person is if you get rid of the people, right? You have to get rid of the people that you were moving crazy with at some point in time.
And you know what's crazy?
Addie, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I was still associating with the person that I was messing with when I was 19, 20, and I was moving crazy with, that's no sign of growth at all from my end, because I'm still fucking with somebody that I was moving crazy with.
And you know, I kept thinking about that because I'm reading books and I journal. So I was like, honestly, I even told him, I had a conversation with him. I was like, talking to you, sometimes I feel myself reverting back to my old self by default. Like I feel like I've outgrown a lot of things, but it's like, even the conversations we're having, it's like, I don't know, I'm just not, that's kind of the reason why I didn't want to talk all the time. And I was like, we could just hunch, but I don't, even as like friendship level, I didn't care to conversate.
Good God. Nah, yo, bro. Hey, where do these niggas be finding all types of drawing stuff?
What do you mean? Just because I want to be friends and with benefits?
Because I know normally girls will have like a standard. They'll be like,
I can't have hunch.
You gotta, yo.
No, I've been celibate for 2 years. I was horny.
Hey, for the niggas that's in this live right now, no, fuck all that. For the niggas that's in this live right now, just let me know. I'm asking for a friend. Where do y'all be finding the girls that be going for this shit?
How is it going if I want it? And I'm
hold on. Where do y'all be finding? Because I swear to God, I don't see it in real life. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong? She's contradicting herself.
How am I contradicting myself?
She's saying that ideally, this is somebody that she went through 1, 2, 3 with, right? This person did all these things to her. She feels as though.
Did what to me? Hold on.
See, like he said, he swindles you. He did this, that, and
no, he swindled me by he gave me good vibes. We made out, and I was like, oh, okay, let's go.
I'm sick of it. Because now she's trying to gaslight me now. You're not finna come do that to me, yo. You're not finna come gaslight me, son. There's no fucking way. Did y'all see me over here did y'all watch me get gaslighted though just now? Did y'all watch me get gaslighted? But look. But y'all gotta understand, right? So this is why I've always said, this is one of the reasons why I've always said, when it pertains to you having your own standards as a woman, you have to do it for yourself and not to get a different result from the guys you deal with, because there will always be an Addy. There will always be an Addy. It doesn't matter what we do. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what I do. There will always be the next terrible guy. There will always be the next woman that has no idea what the fuck she's doing or saying. Right? So when we talk about having standards, we're talking about it from, I'm doing it for me. Not to get a result from the next guy I talk to, not to get a result from a good result from the next woman I talk to, but for me. That's it and that's all. People are going for anything and they're justifying that shit in their head like it's normal. That's just what it is. Niggas, y'all always like, well, men are this and men are that. Why would a man think that he could do this, or why would a man think I could do that? But you gotta understand that there are women that are going for it, they're pretty. They're pretty. And they're going for it. Y'all catch my drift? Y'all aren't even on the same page to be talking about why niggas do this or why niggas do that. Y'all aren't on the same page. Never have been. We see it all the time. That girl shit, it's fake. It's fake. It's not real. So now you got to be looking left and right, recognizing what the fuck is going on in our world and saying, you know what? I can't control him or her. So let me make sure I can control what's right in front of me. Fuck what that person is doing, what that person is doing. Let me make sure that I'm good. The fuck? Hey man, let's see. Let's maneuver from that one, man.
I'm gonna. Hello.
What's good, S?
Hey. So I need some advice, okay?
What S? How old are you, yo?
I'm 19.
19, S?
Yeah.
School, man. Gotta focus on school. This is a 21 plus live. I already know you finna ask me about some young nigga. And when I was 19, I took nobody serious, not even myself. So why would I waste your time? Let's see. What's the word, yo?
Hello?
What's good? What's good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Don't ever torture us like that again, please. We was on there for like 30 minutes. But
Break it down for me,
I
man.
wanted to ask you, so what do you think about the Queen and Clarence situation?
I think that they're trolls. I think I told y'all this earlier, right? And this is something that I'll always stand on. I think this again, because for the people that missed it, this should always be a rule of thumb for everybody in this live. Okay, whether you're a man or a woman. When you ask for the things that you know you deserve, not only do you lower your self-esteem, but the other person that you're asking now knows that you like them more than you like yourself. When you point out the obvious, the things that are supposed to be happening to the person that's ideally supposed to like you and want to be thinking about you, it paints a picture that gives you the lower hand. You don't know what you want,
Right.
and you can't maneuver because I'm telling y'all this right now. People will get very comfortable very quickly when they see that you can't move without asking ridiculous questions. Very simple. And when you look at that Clarence and Queen situation, she's been asking for that goddamn ring for years. Bro, she's been asking for that ring before I even graduated, before I even finished undergrad. Y'all hear me? I mean, y'all got to think about it. She's been, so, and I just don't know what it is.
They got together when I was in middle school.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm tripping. Like I said, bro, when you point out the obvious, it makes motherfuckers not want to do that shit anymore. That's very simple. That's the very. I want everybody to learn from that shit. I want everybody to understand it, so we don't end up in fucked up situations where we're begging for the bare minimum, right? Where we look like we're crazy. When you point something out that's already supposed to be happening on their end, it makes you look more desperate. Very
Yeah.
simple.
And you got your and her ex is on live, like talking about them, and
Bro, he's
it's just
having
like
a grand time. Yo, that nigga Chris
embarrassing.
that nigga having a grand time off the simple fact that she thought that she was, because remember when her and Clarence first came out and everybody was saying like, yeah, she upgraded, she found a better looking man and so on and so forth. Now Chris can sit his black ass down and look at it and say, look at y'all. Look at y'all. You thought y'all is just learn. For everybody's mistake. That's it and that's all. I'm not gonna sit up and judge her, but we can learn from it. You know what I'm saying? That's it and that's all.
Yep.
All right.
All right, appreciate you.
All right, yo. Yeah, I think having a damn ball. I used to watch some motherfuckers when I was like 18, 17. Like, what the fuck? And this shit's still going on. And then, come on, bro. What the fuck? Let's see. What we got next? What's good? What's the word?
Okay, hi. I've been trying to join for a while now.
What's going on, Jazz? What's the word, man?
Okay, so I have this situation. I really need to know what you think about it.
Break it down for
Okay,
me. How old are you, Jazz?
I'm 21. I am. And the person that I'm dealing with is just a year older. And so we've been dealing with each other for a while, like a year and some change. But we just recently got together. Not too much, not too much. We just
What
recently
year
got
were you born?
together.
What year were you born?
2003. I'm telling you the truth.
You got it. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay. So, anyways, we got married really, really bad, and I'm just like, like I think that we should wait or whatever, because I just think that there's been a lot that's transpired within like this last year, that I think that we should just wait
Mm.
before we jump into it. But we
But
don't
hold
like
on. But
we're long
give me the
distance.
background. Give me the background. How long have you been associated
Okay.
with this person?
We've known each other for like a year and some change now.
Years, some change.
Um,
How long have y'all been in a relationship?
we just got together like this month.
Y'all talking about marriage?
No, he's
So
talking about marriage.
you've been talking to this person for a year and some change before he decides to cuff you, and now he's talking about marriage.
Well, because we weren't, well, I thought that we weren't going to end up being together or whatever. Like, I thought we wasn't going to end up being together because, like, when we first started dealing with each other, we both of us just started, like, I mean, stopped dealing with our exes or still had a little thing going on. So it's just like we were just speaking to each other. Like, we were really just friends. And then it just became more than friends. And, like, I'm in the military. So,
Oh,
we end up being
you're in
long
the
distance.
military. You said.
Yeah.
Is he in the military?
No. No.
Is he or is he not in the
But
military?
he's not. He's not.
But you're in the military.
Yeah.
Smart boy.
And like,
Smart
oh,
boy.
oh, oh.
Smart
And
boy.
so like, why are you laughing?
That's a smart boy. He learned about, yeah, he learned. That's because why else would he have this, why else would she be in a year talking phase, right? With this nigga. He's playing in her face for a year and some change. He finally decides out of nowhere, I'm gonna cuff you. Cuffs her, and not even a month into that cuffing stage, this nigga's talking about marriage. Why else would that be? Y'all educate me. Now we find out that she's in the military. Y'all educate me as to why else how does that make sense? Let's put two and two together if we're doing math.
I thought it was actually like I thought it was because of I didn't think it was because of the benefits for her. I thought it was mainly like he wanted to escape because we're long distance right now. Like I don't even stay in America.
Wait, you don't even stay in America, you said?
No, I'm in Japan. But
Right,
he bought
continue.
the ticket to come out here to see me. So I was thinking, like at first I was like, oh, like this is so cute or whatever. But once a little bit after he left, he started mentioning it like more seriously. I'm like, bruh, you want an escape. And like, I mean, I guess you can't really ask it. Oh, I guess you can't really ask dudes for that. But like, I'm asking him, I'm like, bruh, like, you just doing this because you want an escape or because you want to. I didn't want to ask him for the benefits because he's like hard. Well, I don't know. You can't put nothing past nobody, but like I don't know.
Well,
Like
the
I
fact that
know
you're
he
even
isn't the
asking,
type.
the fact that you're even confused, asking, because you and I are both confused, rightfully so. The fact that you even ask them types of questions, you know damn well it's bullshit. Because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, we're not idiots, you know. We know how to put two and two together, right? None of this shit makes sense. The request that he has isn't making. It came out of nowhere.
yeah,
So you and I both know that it's fuckery, right?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
so
So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to push the timeline back because he's thinking that we should get married when because I'm trying to come back down home, and he's thinking the next time I come back down home we should be getting married, and I'm like, bro, like that don't even make no sense.
but
Like
where did the
the
marriage should come from though? If y'all just got
I
y'all,
I he's saying that because he never really wanted to do the long distance portion. Like he just thought that I was just gonna go out and start talking to other dudes or whatever. Because I was already doing that. Like I was doing that. Honestly, I was speaking to other people because I felt like he wasn't focused on me. So why am I just focused on you? So we were both just speaking to other people or whatever. But then when we finally decided, all right, like maybe we can have something going on. Like that's where the relationship came from. But then before the relationship even came, he started mentioning the marriage. And I'm like, are you talking about getting married before actually being together? That doesn't even make any sense. So that just didn't make sense to me.
Wait. Before you could do what? Are we talking about marriage before you could do what?
Before we could get together.
So y'all weren't even together until.
Oh my gosh! Stop!
So
Stop!
y'all weren't even together when he was talking about the marriage shit.
No,
This nigga's
don't
exposed.
laugh.
He's not even trying to
Don't
hide it.
laugh.
This nigga didn't even try to hide it, bro. He didn't even try to hide it, bro. He funny as hell. Yo, who do y'all? Yo, he wild as hell, son. Y'all weren't even in a.
All right, bruh.
It's
All
not even
right,
about him
not too
not
much.
being smart. I'm like, why? Who does he think she is though?
Be-
Sometimes,
okay.
sometimes it's not about how smart the guy is. Because when you think about audacity, you gotta think, where's the audacity coming from? It's not about whether he's right or we know this nigga. We are you, me, and everybody else in life know it makes no sense. But we gotta think, where the hell is the audacity coming from? And then we think. You gotta think. Somebody must have been going for this shit for him before. That's what I be thinking about myself. Because why does he feel like you're the one that's all right now, Jazz? Let me ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me ask you. Are you gonna go for this?
No, bruh. Like oh no. That's why I'm like, bruh. Like what? Like I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've been making it seem like I've been going for it, cause it's like I've been going for a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not even gonna sit here and like lie about it. I definitely have been. I told him that, but I'm just like a lot of things like I let it slide because we just weren't together. Like it just I don't know. Like I'm not saying it was okay, but it just didn't matter as much to me, or at least I thought it wasn't supposed to matter as much. And it's just like once we actually did get together, now that I'm actually telling him things and like putting my foot down on a lot of stuff, he's just like, oh, why'd you wait until we were together to start doing this? And it's like I
Why
didn't
did you
wait
wait
till we
until
were
we were
together. Like
together? Why did we wait? Why did you wait until we were together for you to start having common sense and standards? That's the question he was asking you. He was expecting
what
this. He was expecting the same delusion that you had while y'all weren't together.
I'm
That's a very
assuming
good
so.
question. He asked a good question. Why did you wait until y'all were together before you started acting? Maneuvering with common sense. Why weren't you maneuvering with the common sense before y'all got together? It's a great question. Do you have an answer?
And I sure don't. And I sure don't.
Okay.
Now what?
Okay.
I
Now what? Don't
really,
now
really
what? Me? I'm supposed to be asking you now what?
I
Don't now
don't
what?
know. I don't
You got to now
know.
what yourself.
But because I just thought that like I don't know, like it was just a lot of like, is this even my place type of things, you know? Like it's like I feel this way and I'm saying these things, but it's like it's not adding up. Like you're saying stuff, I'm saying stuff, it's not adding up. So I'm just thinking like, okay, it's not my place, bro. Like it's not my place. Like you're not my dude. Like I always end up going back to that, and it's just like, damn, like
Now he's still confused as to why. Now he's confused as to why you feel like it's your place now, right?
yeah. And I told him that I'm like, bro, like I feel like I just let you take control for a lot of things that you just thought that it was always gonna be that way. And it was never always gonna be that way. But it's like I knew that and he didn't. And I don't know, like so now that I'm like I am putting my foot down about a lot of stuff and it's just like I'm like, no, I don't think we should get married the next time that I come down because I feel like you're trying to marry me off of convenience versus off of love and stuff. And then he's like, oh no, like we can do the work prior to, but I'm just like, bro, like if we didn't address and work through everything that we need to work through by that time that I come back down, then what, are we still gonna get married? And he's just like, I mean, we just can just continue to work from it. I mean, work through it from there. How did what? That doesn't even make sense to me. Like, I'm just like, no, bro. Like, I think that we should wait. I think that we should actually build something solid. Like, I feel like we're
So
solid.
now that okay, because we already see that it doesn't make any sense to you. This is
Yeah.
to see whether you actually have standards or you just be talking. What are you gonna do about it? Now that none of this makes sense, y'all been going back and forth, been trying to make sense of it. He's obviously been playing in your face. So
Oh, right.
now what are you gonna do about this? The information that we all have today.
What do you think I should do?
What do I
Like,
think? You should
okay,
do?
I get it. I
Okay,
get it.
he's
It's in
spraying
my
with the right. He's
face,
spraying
but
with the
I
right person.
genuinely.
Look. Remember how I told y'all that niggas know who to play with? People know who to play with. They pick and choose who they can try certain things with. He got the right girlie. He got the right one. Yeah. No. He absolutely got the right one.
Okay,
Sometimes
so
I'm
like,
gonna tell
how's the
you.
right one?
Sometimes you gotta go through 4 or 5 different girls before you can find the right one that's gonna go for certain things. So maybe that's what he did. Within that,
No, I feel like
look, guys, within a year that y'all was in that little talking phase and y'all wasn't being taken serious, that's what he was doing. He was going through the other people, seeing who was gonna go for certain things. He ran now he realized that they weren't going for certain things. He saw the benefits with you, tried it with you, and you over here asking questions that you already know the answers to. So yeah, you found the right one.
Oh my gosh, but I don't. I feel like the right one would have just did what he wanted. Like
You're
I'm
gonna do
not.
what
I
he
don't.
wants.
I promise you, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not
so then
gonna
what
do
are
what
we
he wants.
talking
Because
about?
if, but then it's just like, so then what? Like, do I? Like, I know, like, other than just leaving and all that stuff. And I'm not saying that because that's not what I want to do. Because I've already mentioned that. I'm like, if you don't want what I want and I don't want what you want, so there's just nothing. I told him, I'm like, so if it doesn't happen this time, it's not happening at all, right? And he's just like, oh well, I just don't see how it would make sense, and this is that and third. I'm like, all right, cool. So then now what? And then I'm just like, so we don't have to be nothing because
I'll
all
tell y'all
then we're
something. There's
working
two
towards
different types
what?
of women in this world. Take it
Oh
from
my
me.
gosh.
So I'm gonna tell y'all something about niggas. I'm gonna tell y'all something about what we see. Two very different types of women that we'll run into. Two very different types. Right? There's the girl that was raised in a way, not even just, she's not just moving this way with us, she moves this way with everybody. Where'd she go?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm right here. I'm still here. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There are the women that, but especially because of how they were raised, they genuinely do take themselves seriously. So there's certain things like you could try it with them, but it's just not gonna go anywhere because they know exactly what they want. They know their worth. Right? They'll always know their worth. And honestly, like even if we don't know our worth, it's just not gonna it doesn't go anywhere with them because they're where they need to be, right? Then there's a woman that they don't have the clue in the fucking world. They think they do, but they have no clue, right? Their standards is dependent on who they're dealing with at the time. So how much they like themselves is completely dependent on who they're dealing with at the time. Two very different types of people, right? Those girls will typically say, well, normally I wouldn't think about this, I wouldn't consider this, but it's just this one time. Them's the girls that think that way. You understand what I'm saying? So Jazz, you happen to be in the section where you're the type of girl, even though you know right from wrong, you know how to maneuver, you're not gonna maneuver how you need to maneuver because he's this person that he is. But he looks good, so right. Like exactly, Lex. You know exactly what I'm talking
Ooh.
about. You have to. I'm
Ooh.
not lying to y'all. I'm not lying to y'all. So you have a decision to make. Who are you really gonna be though? Cause I mean I don't know how to tell you. Are you gonna keep asking questions that you know the answers to, or are you gonna maneuver? But he finds shit right. See, I'm glad y'all know what I'm talking about though. I'm glad y'all know what I'm talking about. So what are you gonna do? Like I said, bro, some of y'all talk, some women move. Some women talk, some women move. Y'all always say y'all like actions, but y'all don't do actions with yourselves. Oh, I want a man that's gonna do this, and I want a man that's gonna do this, and I want a man that's gonna buy this and buy that and lead and do this, that, and the third. But when it comes for you to maneuver with actions, y'all can't do it. All of a sudden, well, he's well, we have this history. Well, technically speaking, I can still ask these questions because I don't fully know what. But y'all want niggas that's gonna act, but y'all can't act for yourselves. How the fuck does that make any sense? Y'all think niggas are blind? You think we don't want actions? You think we don't see when? Bro, come on. What y'all?
So, okay, quick question. Since like I feel like everyone already
Man, my views
knows,
just went down when I
but
said that.
huh?
My view, hey, y'all peep that? As soon as I said what I said, nigga said, oh yeah, I ain't get on TikTok for this. Who the fuck is this nigga? Who does this nigga think he is talking like that? Yo, nigga slid immediately. Nah, my bad for cutting you off, Jazz. Go ahead.
Okay, so and please, I'm not trying to be done with this, but I really want to know. So, like, does that make just everything fake? Like, if he was just playing the entire time or whatever, like, does that make all that has been going on fake?
Jazz, when you like somebody, would it take an entire year for you to express that?
Well,
When you genuinely like somebody, will it take an entire year for you to express that?
nah.
So what makes you think that it's different for guys? Are we robots? Or are we
But
humans?
You're saying express that in the like sense of like cuffing or like
In the sense
expressing
of
in things that
not
he's
only
showing?
cuffing, but me taking you seriously, it not being on and off, it not being a pathetic situation. Me pursuing you on a genuine level, us having a real connection, you not being confused when I pop up all of a sudden with feelings, right? It has to make sense, right?
Yeah.
Right. So does this make sense, Jazz?
I don't know. I think the
You don't
thing that's
know?
been throwing
Okay.
me off. No, I know, I know, I
You're
know,
gonna
I
find
know.
out.
Stop,
He'll teach
because
you.
you're trying, bro. You're trying to make it seem like I'm a lost cause or whatever the case. That's not the case. Like I understand what you're saying, and like you said, like some people see it and then they basically make it seem like they don't want to see it. Which I mean, you ate me up there. I shut the fuck up. I had to. I had no choice. But it's like when you said like like being confused and all this stuff, and I just feel like the part that confused me was just like him going the extra mile for things that I feel like he didn't need to. Like
Welcome to
for
the world,
things like
Jazz. Welcome to the fucking world.
what?
Welcome to the world.
What?
People spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on weddings and marriages just to get divorced. Welcome to the world. People
Okay.
are out here having kids, carrying a child for 9 months for a nigga that never give a fuck about them. And they knew it. They knew the nigga didn't give a fuck, but he carried the child for 9 months anyways, in hopes that the child might change him. Welcome to the fucking world. What?
Damn.
What do you think? What do you think this is? Man, I'm gonna tell you this. Pay attention to what's right in front of you.
Right.
That's the best way to maneuver. Pay attention to what's right in front of you. The minute you start thinking, well, they did this at this one point, and they did this at that other point, that's when you fuck yourself up. Why do you think so many people are in these situationships for 4, 5, 6, 7 years? They have and it went nowhere. Why do you think that? Why do you think that is? The same excuses, the same way you're thinking about this situation, they were thinking about it. They were thinking about it that way as well. So why not? Why don't we learn from everybody else instead of thinking that just because we're us, we're different? Doesn't that make life a lot easier for us? We learn from
Yeah.
everybody else's experiences. We recognize that we're human just like everybody else. Anybody can fall for anything. And we maneuver when we see certain signs.
All right. I hear you.
I mean, it's your life though. You know, you got your entire
No,
20s ahead of you.
I hear you. I hear
Yeah,
you. I hear you. I
just keep
actually
this in mind.
do.
You have your entire 20s ahead of you, right? A lot of women in this life right now will sit here and tell you they wish they maneuvered how they needed to maneuver when they were, when they were 21. They would have had much more fun if they didn't just let me give this motherfucker the benefit of the doubt just because they'll tell you they're in the life right now. They'll tell you they're some of them are in their 30s and like damn, I wish you know what I'm saying. I wish I didn't look at this motherfucker like they were the last. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
hey man, good luck to you, Watt.
All right. Thank you. Thank
Um,
you.
I keep telling y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: your life will change drastically when you stop allowing people to write your fucking story. Your life will change drastically when you stop allowing people and their opinions and their insecurities to write your story. When you decide to, bro, sometimes you gotta do something. Even though ideally, you wouldn't want to do it, but you gotta do something just to show yourself that this is me. I'm making this decision, man. Let's see. Why is it not letting me? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There we go.
Hello.
What's the word? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Hi, chat. So she was talking about something very important, military. That's a big thing
Military.
for me because the gag is somebody literally just they just graduated from the army and they're asking me like, oh, do you want to get married? So I don't know. I know that it's stupid, and I asked a lot of my military friends. They were like, don't do it because it's benefiting him. You know, military people get married. They get
Tell
paid
Shorty to
more.
join this live, bro. Hold up, because somebody that I'm with, somebody that I currently associate myself with. That wasn't the exact same situation. She had to learn the fucking hard way.
Okay.
I might have to tell her to pop out real quick because what the fuck? When are y'all gonna learn? No, not you, Mara, but I'm talking about like just in general. Like when it comes to this military shit, it has to make sense. It has to make sense.
Yeah.
It has to make sense. When shit just comes out of nowhere, like marriage. Were you expecting this person to talk about marriage?
No.
No. Right? It caught you up, just like the person before you. It caught you off guard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're in that situation, you have to understand that it's not real.
Yeah.
Very quickly. We learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
So what did you tell him?
At first I took it as a joke, like, sure, you want to, but not like I got advice from other people who literally Marine, Army, Air Force, all of that. They just said no, it's like not worth it.
They told you not to do it?
Yes.
And they're
And they're
military.
men. They're men. They're
In the
men.
military.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. They said
Okay.
it's
So
not all the
I know I'm not
benefits
just
that you
talking.
think.
Okay. So people that
Yeah.
are actually in the military themselves told you to run the opposite direction.
Yeah, because the what you think you're gonna get a lot of money, he's gonna benefit more because he's just gonna get more pay every paycheck is gonna be more because there's a marriage connected to that. So
That's why. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. All right, bet.
yeah, so for that girl, like she should run away, of course, because it's a man trying to use her for her benefits. But yeah, just I I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm not. I'm good.
Hey, bro, you dodged the bullet. That's all we can say. Yeah.
All right,
All right,
thank
man. I
you.
appreciate you hopping on.
Thank you.
Damn. I ain't know that. Type shit.
Hello.
What's the word? What's the word?
All right. I've been here before. I'm 26, but yeah, let me just get started. Um, so I used to talk to this guy. Hello?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. I hear myself double. Is that normal? What the heck?
Oh, you're echoing? Y'all can't hear her?
Okay, hello? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. So, um, I used to talk to this guy. We didn't really go on a date or anything yet, and we were trying to do that for like for 2 weeks, and like I canceled, he canceled, and then I was like, all right, so what's the move now? Like I didn't ask him, but like I was thinking to myself, what's the move now? Because like I kind of started liking him. Like I just liked his
You were
vibe.
asking him what's the move?
No. Um, like I said, I was thinking to myself, like, what's up now? Because, like, we've seen each other at the club a couple of times. Like, we didn't plan to go there together. I went with my friends, and then spontaneously we would see each other, and, like, we would just, like, vibe
But
together.
whenever it came to the time for him to plan or for y'all to actually go out, he would cancel.
Not only him, even me. Like, it was, like, back and forth. Because, like, in the beginning, he would, like, ask to go on for a walk. And for me, it was, like, for a walk. So I would be like, no, I ain't got no time. Because it was spontaneous too, and I don't like spontaneous days. And I didn't tell him I don't like spontaneous days. I was just like, nah, I ain't got no time. Maybe this day and that day. And then he wouldn't ask on those days. He would ask like the next day, on a day where I told him I don't have time, and then he'll be like, "Yeah, can we meet up to tonight? Go to the movie theater?" Because I told him I like the movie theater, and I would be like, "Yeah, okay, I'll see about that." Because I told you I don't have time, you know. So I would cancel. it's just an example. And then he would cancel another time because something happened, emergency, whatever, whatever. Yeah, and then like we were talking on FaceTime for a couple of times. He would call me, I would call him, like it's cool. And then like as time was going on, like I just felt like weird. I was like, bruh, I don't feel like he's showing interest that much. And then like he was moving like from my city to not moving, but like he has another job in a whole different city and it's like far away from me. And then we would like still FaceTime, but like I don't know, I just didn't feel like we were bonding much.
He found he found a girl that's willing to waste time. So he's wasting time. Some of y'all be having, I say this, some of y'all be having some comfortable ass personalities though. Y'all be having them time wasting personalities. Like if there's anybody to cancel on 15 times or vice versa, keep going tit for tat, it will be you. You have a comfortable personality.
Yeah. The thing is,
No, y'all think you laughing, Casey. I'm dead ass. Like some of y'all be wondering, well, if you don't like me, why the fuck do you keep talking? Y'all be having some nice ass personality. Y'all give bullshit in personality. But go ahead, continue.
so my best friend is cool with him. Basically, she's been cool with him for a long time, and she told me beforehand, like Nadia, like don't take him serious because right now he was like in a 5 years relationship and he just got out of it. I don't know when and blah blah blah. So like, don't take him serious. He's not there yet. Like he probably just trying to chill. Well, obviously, I continue talking to him.
After you found that out?
What?
After you found that out, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see where your head is at.
But it's not that long. Like, it's all been just a month. Yeah, it's just been a month. And actually, I got so anxious because that's just how I am. And I ended up popping the question, like, not popping the question, but like, I was like, to be honest, I don't like the way we are right now. Like, what do you want, basically? And
You're asking the person that's been trolling you for the past month is some change. What do you want?
I guess you can put it that way.
After your friend told you that he just got out of a 5-year relationship and he's probably just trying to chill.
Yeah, but he didn't talk to me about it.
The same nigga that asked you to walk for a first date. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
Well, yeah, and he said, well, right now I'm not looking for, like, I'm not straight up looking for anything serious. I'm just trying to chill and then see how things go. And after he said that, I was like, all right, cool. I haven't talked to him ever since. So, like, we haven't talked for a long time. And he just watches my social media, that's all. And I already know, like, because of what happened, like how it ended, like I shouldn't wait for him or anything. Like I shouldn't wait for him to be ready or anything. I just haven't met anyone. I'm just chilling basically. Like I'm saying, I'm just chilling. Like I'm seeing niggas and stuff. That's all. That's what I'm trying to say. And my question right now is, what if he do get like? What if he is ready?
You'll be right there waiting for him.
What?
You'll be right there waiting for him, regardless of what I tell you. The thing about it is, so I've been doing this for 5 years, right? So I have a very good idea of the type of. You don't have to talk to me for too long for me to know how you think, right? You'll be there waiting for him regardless. I knew what you were gonna ask me. Yeah, when he's ready to date and he comes back to you, fuck. You'll be right there waiting, ready for him.
Okay, so basically just because no, I'm just asking though, no? I'm just asking.
Bro, why are you so mean about it? Bro, do you think I'm mean when I just said that?
What?
Do you think what I just said to you was mean? Or do you think I was just being straightforward? What do you think? Was that mean?
No. I know you're just giving me advice, and that's what I'm here for. Like that's what I'm here for. No, I'm just asking. Like, so basically, because it didn't work out the first time because of him, I should never give him a chance ever again. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, yeah, because you wanna show not only the people around you, but you wanna show yourself that I take myself seriously. If you know what I'm saying, you tried to waste my time, I didn't go for it, right? So you wanna prove that point to yourself. And the only way you can do that is if somebody tries you again, that didn't even give you the opportunity the first time to really be genuine. Then yeah, you got to get rid of them right then and there. You can't go for it. You gotta be the one chance type of person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what
Damn, this word's serious.
Huh?
I just said this word is so serious. Like everything is so serious. Like
This
damn.
world is so serious. You said, but
Yeah, like
that's. I mean, even if that were the
it's
case, I mean,
reality.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta just take yourself seriously. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. Nobody's gonna. If you can't take yourself seriously, nobody will, man. All right.
Yeah, yeah. All
All right.
right.
Yeah, appreciate you jumping on.
Thank you.
Uh, I tell you. What we got coming up next, man? Let's get Stacey on here. It's a playground, but you know what I mean? Niggas have, like I said, niggas have people to play with, so you know, it is what it is. Niggas don't gotta really be serious all the time. We got to do it for the plot girlies. We got the baby mamas thinking they finna get back with the baby daddy and have a family. We got niggas that's going from girl to girl to girl thinking that shit is normal. You know what I'm saying? We got yeah. So man, this shit was never. I mean, there's plenty of unserious people to be unserious with. So you got girls that are in on and off situations talking about something I'm doing it for the plot. You got girls that's like, come on, man. You got women dating rappers thinking that rappers gonna be loyal to her. Like I don't know. Hey man, let's see. This shit been on serious before me, you, and everybody else was thought of. This is our turn now. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's really just our turn. Yeah, you got niggas named PrettyBoyKayB with getting on TikTok live with a nose ring for the past 5 years, giving advice, damn near the same thing over and over again for the past. Come on, man, this shit been on serious. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What's good? What's good, Ruby? What's going on?
Hi, KB. How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. What's the word?
Okay. I low-key almost didn't join just because some of the things you said to the last girl, like, low-key applies to myself, and I'm aware of that.
Okay, bro. Well, break it down for me, man.
Okay, so, guy sends me a DM, pretty straightforward, nothing crazy. Start talking, eventually sort of just FaceTiming. I'm a really busy person. I work like 2 or 3 jobs, so I don't have much time. I also don't date at all. So it's just like, I don't know. There was something about him that was kind of sweet and different. And I was like, okay, I'll give him a chance just to like talk and just get to know him. But I usually cut people off pretty quickly before I get to like a first date stage because I'm just like, nah. But he asked me a few times like, oh, would you want to sort of meet up? And then I was like, I'm not sure. Then it got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm talking to this guy pretty consistently. I'm either going to stop doing that or I'm going to actually go on a date because what's the point of me continuing to talk to you if I'm not actually going to go and see you?
Right.
So he asked me on a date. He planned the whole thing out. That's the main difference. He did actually plan like a proper dinner, everything, whatever. So I went. I was pretty scared. I'll be honest with you. Like, as I said, I don't go on dates. So it was pretty like overwhelming for me. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. It actually ended up going really, really, really well. But like, I think honestly, like I left and I was like, okay, I think that went well. But like, honestly, I'd be surprised if he didn't think the same. I don't know if that's conceited, but it just felt like the vibe was there between both of us. He spoke to me like that night, just sort of said, oh, I had a really nice time, da, da, da. I was like, okay, cool. This, it's going okay. It's going all right. And then I didn't hear from him for like a week. Right?
Oh, okay. A week.
So
that's after the first date.
Correct. So that is where I damn near just blocked him on everything because I was like, yeah, nah. It wasn't a week. It was maybe like 3 or 4 days. And then he messaged me and said basically like that he'd been in shock. Okay. And that obviously caught me really off guard. I was like, what is he talking about? And I mean, my red flag radar goes pretty quick and I'm just like, yo. But I definitely will say, obviously because the date went so well, I was definitely blinded by the fact that it went well. If it hadn't gone well, he would have been gone. Because it went well, I was like, maybe I should just see, what happened. Then he's like, look, I just want to see you so I can explain da-da-da-da-da. I said, okay, cool. He basically comes to the second date and basically said something like, I didn't expect that date to actually go well.
So after y'all went on the first date, he didn't talk to you for 4 or 5 days. You said, like, damn near a week, you said. You went on a second date with him.
Oh, it wasn't a second date. It wasn't a date. It was more just like he wanted to explain himself.
And where did you go for the second? Where did he get to explain himself?
We just went to a park, like in the day on the beach, like near the beach. We were just like honestly sitting at like a park bench and he was explaining everything.
And the explanation was he didn't expect it to go that well on the first time, so you went 4 days without talking to?
His explanation was the fact that he wasn't actually looking for anything, and then now he was sort of confused and we're like, oh crap, like what am I gonna do now? I know.
Okay. So where we at now?
Okay, so after that, I was like, okay, so what the hell? Like, why did you ever message me in the first place? Why did we ever go on that date in the first place? Like, that's just weird as. And he was like, yeah, I made a mistake. And if I wasn't looking for a connection, I should have never done that. So I blocked him I blocked his number and I blocked him on every social media platform except for Instagram because I don't know, I'm just not really an Instagram blocker. But I wasn't talking to him or anything like that.
I'm not an Instagram blocker. Why did you? What's the difference? What made you not?
Oh no. Just because I usually block people when they like kind of hurt my feelings or do anything that I just don't mess with. But to be honest, he was really like open and honest with me. Yeah, he made a mistake, but he apologized for it. He said I never should have done that.
But yeah,
I had no
intent. Blocked him everywhere else. What's the difference with the Instagram block though?
Oh, just because that wasn't where we ever like spoke, and it was for me. Instagram is more just like for anyone that I know. Whereas if you know me more personally, I don't want you to have like my number because I don't want to actually have like full-on conversations in connection with you.
Okay.
That's just how social media works for me personally. Like.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously I know I wasn't fully cutting him off. I know that, guys. Trust me, I'm aware. But it's more just I do have a problem with that, and I don't usually like block everyone on everything. To be honest, that's the truth. But we didn't speak for a long time, and I basically just told him, look, focus on yourself, do whatever you need to do, leave me the hell out of it. Obviously, I know you guys are gonna know I'm gonna say this, but he came back. And he basically said some shit like,
bitch, by the way, y'all, that was the entire, whatever she just said was absolutely nonsense. That was the whole reason why she kept the door a little cracked. Listen,
100%.
It's for this possible. Yeah, whatever the hell she's talking about, I blocked this way on Instagram is a different type of block. No, that's not it. The real reason is because she wanted this right here to happen. Go ahead, continue.
So, as I said, I was 100% blinded by the way that I felt during that first date. I'm not going to lie. And I also know I'm vulnerable to that because of the fact that I don't experience first dates or dates much. So obviously my bar is probably pretty fucking low.
And so when he reached out via Instagram, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Right. Go ahead, continue.
Actually, did he? No. Sorry. No, he didn't. He saw me in person, actually, because he happened to be at an event that I was at. And that was when he said, I want to speak to you. Are you able to unblock my number? And he asked me to unblock my number.
Okay.
Oh, unblock his number, sorry.
Okay, continue.
Yes. So basically, I did because I was like, okay, whatever. He called me and basically said, like, I want to restart, da-da-da-da. And I said, absolutely the fuck not, because I actually thought about it. And yes, I know what I was doing initially. I was like, okay, why are you guys saying I'm lying? I'm being so for real. I'm a DJ. I was DJing at an event. Actually, he ended up being there. So didn't know he was going to be there, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, so he called me and he basically said, I want a like fresh start. That's essentially what he said. He said, I want a fresh start, da-da-da-da. I said, okay, what's changed, obviously, since before? Because you basically said that you didn't want anything, and now you're coming back saying you do. And what has clocked for me was what you said before, is I think I'm the comfort person. Like, I think people come back just to, like, talk. Because also, mind you, we never did anything or anything like that. But they always want to be like, oh, how's your life going? Da, da. And they always just use me to like basically update on their lives. What is that? Like, this is not just him. This is just people in general. Like,
No, that you're coming across, yeah.
people always call me to be like, okay, so this is what's happening in my life. And like, here's my little rant. Here's all the tea, da, 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 da. And I'm always the person for friends and family and relationships that people come to for that, right?
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't it be you?
Well, you'd think that people think I'm too busy. I don't know.
Okay, continue. What's the question you have for me?
The question I have is, if you, like, when do you know to block somebody? Because I blocked him on everything now. He's actually blocked on everything now.
Well, you should have. I mean, it's not about it's about when because apparently you know when to end things, right? Apparently that's
did.
You know
Yeah,
when,
but
right?
I knew to end things and I blocked him on everything, right? But sometimes, no, I blocked him on IG as well. Like, he's actually blocked on everything now. This is like as of
but I'm
currently.
saying, the answer that I'm gonna give you is basically you should have done that from the very beginning. That way we avoid everything else. You see what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. You said that you know when to do it, right? But when you do decide, you don't block them on everything because apparently you're not an Instagram blocker. I don't know what that is. But this time, if you become an Instagram blocker, you will avoid the issues that you have now. When you see the person in real life that try to play in your face, you keep it pushing. You don't go up and talk to them. Like, do y'all believe that, like, even the in-person thing, y'all believe that every girl that needs to be talking to the motherfuckers that played in their face? Y'all believe that? Like, y'all believe that every girl is cool having conversation with motherfuckers that played in their face? Y'all actually believe that?
Okay, can I just ask though? Because this is where I get confused. So when someone like blatantly just disrespects me and like does some crazy shit, says like they're gone, and I'm definitely not going to give them time of day in person. But in this situation, he actually was really genuine, even though he made like obviously a really big mess up. He actually sort of was very honest, explained the whole background to the situation, basically said, look, I never should have done this. I'm really sorry.
In other words, look, I genuinely wasted your time. But because he said he said it out loud and nicely, it made it sound nice, right? Because he said it open and nicely, it made it sound nice instead of like, I'm gonna waste your time 4 days ago, right? Then 4 days later, I'm gonna come back and say, I genuinely wasted your time. So you're still gonna look at me like I'm a good person because I said it nicely and open.
How can I tell when someone's being genuine then? Like, about if they do make a mistake and they own up to it, how can I tell if they're just playing in my face or if they're actually just owning up to it?
What kind of mistake are we talking about?
The mistake was that
nothing about me going 4 days without talking to somebody isn't a mistake. That's nothing about that.
That wasn't the mistake. The mistake was the fact that he pursued me in the first place.
There's no mistake about that either. I know where I'm at mentally. Do you know where you're at mentally?
I think so, yeah.
I'm assuming.
Do you think I don't? Wait.
I'm assuming because he's himself, he knows where he's at mentally, right? So
yeah,
we're making decisions based on what we know about ourselves, regardless, right? So I can know that I'm not healed, but I'm gonna go talk to people anyways because I know it's gonna give me some type of gratification, right? Mm-hmm. So what is it? Where's the mistake about that? You don't think?
So you're saying, all right. So you're saying it was just intentional. Okay, I understand.
It's intentional. Like what? We're not.
Yeah.
We have too many. What a lot of people seem to forget is that we have too many resources to not know what to do and how to move. We know what to do and how to move. Niggas just don't give a fuck. It's that simple.
Yeah. What that girl's message. Huh? What that girl's message just there in the chat is what sort of happened. Like, yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't use the right word. But he had the intention. Obviously, like, was incorrect. Like, what he did wasn't a mistake. It's more that he then realized and said, oh, usually, like, I would lead a girl on, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to hurt your feelings. He's like, I'm basically just going to tell you now that I don't want anything, so it doesn't go any further. That was just how it ended.
Okay. Keep it pushing.
Okay, but how do I tell, like, when do I know when someone's actually, like, a really bad person and when they're not?
Can you read minds, Ruby?
No, I
Can I
can't.
read minds?
No, but it sometimes feels like you can.
Listen, I can't read minds. You can't read minds. We can't read into the future. We can only maneuver what's right in front of us, right? And how we choose to maneuver with the information. That's called discernment. That's it, and that's all. The more you love yourself, the better your discernment. Very simple. That's the equation. Since we can't read minds, right? We use our discernment.
Okay.
That's it, and that's all.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's see. Raw.
Hi,
Lock in,
Kayb.
Ruby. Lock in. What's good, yo?
I'm good.
Hold up. Let me say that. Yo, what's the word? What's the word, yo?
Oh, okay. Well, basically, I just like need a male perspective on this whole issue that's going on. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 22. I'll be 23 this year. So,
Yeah.
okay. So I've been dealing with this guy for like a year plus. Like we were actually dating. This is not like a situationship or anything like that. Do you get? So we've been together, and I'm like, okay, at first I thought it was like heading somewhere like, oh, this is a like serious relationship or something like that. And I'm like, okay. And then first of okay, quick backstory. This is someone that like he has been trying to get me, like trying to get my attention for like more than 2 years, basically. Do you get me? Like he's been in my DMs. Like even before we met, I did not know him. Like I did not even know that this person is in my DMs, like that kind of thing. So like when we met and we started talking, he was like, "Oh, I've been in your DMs. Like, do you know since when I've been trying to like get you and all of that?" I'm like,
Y'all
"Whoa."
know how that goes,
And I
right?
went
Everybody,
back. I went to like
real quick.
look at it,
Everybody,
and I'm like, "Wow."
everybody knows how it
So
goes when you give the person that's been pursuing you for
okay,
2 years
okay, okay,
unanswered. Right? We all know how that goes. Go
okay,
ahead.
okay. So basically, we started dating. Boom. And then the first time he cheated on me, I'm like, wait. Like, yeah, exactly the same thing. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is this? And he came back, he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, this was just like someone that I don't even know. Like we've been talking, blah 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 blah, and then I broke up. Like I was like, oh, I'm not interested anymore. I can't keep doing this. Like I can't do this. Like I don't want. Like my last relationship, that was where I made the mistake. Actually, I feel like me telling him that my last relationship, I was cheated on and I had to leave. Like that was what like gave him. I don't even know like the audacity to do this. Like do you get? So he did it the first time, and I forgave that. I was like, "Oh, okay, I forgive."
So
Do you know the funny?
you proved to him that you're still the same girl that did what you did last time. So when you let it
Exactly.
rock, when you let the all right, go ahead, continue, finish it up, finish it up.
Okay. So basically, we go back together. He was acting right, and everything was like going well. And we've been like off and on, off and on, off and on, like that kind of thing. Like we always fight, like always have issues and all of that. Like I just feel like it's just like my intuition or something telling me, oh, this person is not right for you. And that's why we're always fighting, because we're always fighting over silly things. So recently, we had a big fight. That was like 31st of December. We had a big fight. And I was like, okay, fine. We are done. Like, I know that I can't come back. Like, there's nothing that is going to make us come back. And so he would like come to my house, look for me, come to my workplace, like for real. Like if you know the distance from my place or from his own place to my workplace, it's really, really crazy. So I'm like, wait, is this person being genuine? Like I was just crazy. Like I was just like, my mind was playing games. Like maybe this person is actually being genuine with you, like that kind of thing. Do you get? So I was like, okay, fine, let's give it one more like one more goal, like
That,
that
that
kind
was
of
that was
thing.
your thought process.
Yeah, I was like, maybe he's seen that, oh, he was wrong, and he was like, oh, let me just make it right. Until recently, oh my god, oh my god, this shit just happened. Like, it's so crazy. It's not one person, it's not two, it's not three. He's been texting random girls like on Snapchat. God, Snapchat everywhere. Like, bro, I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you looking for outside? Like, I don't tell people anything. Like, maybe like my family or my friends, like, I would just like give them hints, like, oh, what would you do if you're in this kind of situation? And they'll be like, wait, what do you mean? What would you do? Like, this person clearly doesn't want to really, like, it's probably tired of the relationship or whatever. And I'm like, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true, like, you get. So he used to give me like mixed signals. But the crazy thing is, this person gives me mixed signals when it comes to like emotional, whatever, like this relationship and all of that. But when it comes to like my goals or like anything I got going on, he would like come true for me, like help me and all of that. Like, I don't know if you understand like where I'm coming from. You get. So, like I said, recently I found out that he was not talking to one person, two people, like multiple people. So I finally like cut like everything, cut ties, blocked him on everything, like ghosted him and all of that. So I'm just trying to understand. Like, I hope, like, I know I'm not tweaking. I just want to, like, from a male perspective, like, this person is clearly just playing with me, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Because how can you have wanted someone for like
I
so
gotta ask.
long?
I
Like,
gotta ask you. I gotta ask you a question.
okay.
If you was a badass kid at school, right? You know, you're Nigerian, right?
Yeah, I am.
Nigerian parents typically don't play that, right? If you're a badass kid at school, you just happen to have the parent to where, even though you're causing problems, the teacher's reporting the problem to your parent, she doesn't really do anything about it, right? So the teacher will say, yo, she's doing this, she's doing that. She's very bad. And every single time, all your mom would do is scold you. Don't do that no more. That's it and that's all. You continue to do it because in the back of your mind, the people that's supposed to hold you accountable in your mind, right, isn't doing so. You're going to keep doing what you're doing at school, right?
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
There's no real consequence in the negative actions that you, right? His negative action is every single time he gets a chance, he cheats, right? Every single time he gets a chance. The person in his mind that could hold him accountable, because he's not holding himself accountable, clearly, right? Because he keeps going back to you, even though he keeps doing what he's doing. So the only person that possibly can put a stamp on something, what do you do about it? Keep taking it back. Keep
Well,
taking him back. Nothing. You don't do anything about it. You keep taking him back. You complain, but you'll take him back again. Complain. So you will
that's the thing.
scroll,
Like, the
and you'll
complaint,
keep
I
taking.
feel like I'm being
So
overly emotional, like
so
too emotional.
nobody.
Okay.
Let me tell you something, honey bunch. The only person that can